Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. For me, man, but we have a little bit of a unique situation. My computer had problems. My graphics got to be precise, so I have not been able to record for like 4 or 5 days, and in that time, a new patch for Ironside hit. So all the replays I had stored up that I was not able to cast, well, I'm not going to be able to cast them now. So instead, I'm watching a game live that I could find on the list, on the new patch. Welcome to North African Desert. But it's on the Eastern Front, so I guess we are in the sands on the east? Anyway, let's go for the players. We'll start with the Soviets. The bang game Australia gave me artillery division for the Soviet Union. And Milo Australia gave me artillery division as well. Double artillery, this should be interesting. There's the Germans today. We have Barcode, who is probably someone with an Asian name I cannot comprehend. That's the Mammoth Battle Commander. And we have Sambasso. Australia gave me Panzerdivision for the Wehrmacht. This goes, like, I just found this game on the list of people playing at the moment. Just so I had something to actually get myself to do, because I am feeling a little bit out of the loop after that I've been able to use my computer for that amount of time, just saying. Been a little bit hard on me, but it's finally solved. I got a new graphics card installed because of it. This might be some lower skilled players, but I could always be interested to see how lower skilled players do. Match might not be as long either, but we'll see what happens. Just that the Wehrmacht is really expanding here with Pioneers, against some Volksgrenadiers behind. Somewhere in desert here on the Eastern Front. I guess that would be deserts in Russia. Russia is pretty damn big. Well, I don't see the Germans got any far to fight in deserts in the Eastern Front, but I'm sure there's some desert-like terrain that will make it. Oh, that's not good for the sappers there. Getting overrun there by the Pioneers thanks to getting inside the building. I think weapon accuracy at long range has been nerfed across the board in this new patch. There's also been a few small other changes, but I'm not really the expert on it. There should be some patch notes somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that weapon accuracy across the board has been lowered at the longest range possible. Apart from scoped rifles, I think scoped rifles still retain their highest accuracy. Should make long range engagements last a little bit longer and not be as lethal, especially behind cover to cover. So like firefights can last up quite a while. Just gonna try and lay a minefield here out in the open. Risky maneuver, but it might actually work out for them because they changed to long range. They might still want to try and get out of there. Was that a flare mine delete? Why are you taking a flare mine? Yeah, they did several flare mines, okay. Conscripts are arriving here for the Soviet Union. It's like barcodes not for stuff. They've added a thing where you can actually tell what people are going. Just clicking on them, which is a nice little quality of life thing. It's also very... Oh, looks like the Fonseca got mowed down. That's a lot. Wow, that's a very long throw at Gebardeladen. Stunned the Fontevicchi there. Allowed these Pioneers to get away. But let's see if the SVT armed Fontevicchi can do something. Well, I think that unfortunately yesterday, that's probably what was able to kill the Fontevicchi there. I'm curious to see how the changes change how people play. The Soviets not really been capturing territory down here though. They need to actually extend the front out to actually get some points. Get some more Volksgrenadiers over here. Now the Volksgrenadiers do have semi-automatic rifles. Might allow them to win that potential fight if the Volksgrenadiers get too close. That's a very long... Have they buffed the throwing range to the German grenades? It certainly feels that way. Which I guess makes sense. They are using the stick hand grenade. Stick grenades. But the Volksgrenadiers still get outgunned there. The SVTs and the other ones we get to flank. I think the change to accuracy at long range is probably a very good idea. That's going to make it very difficult to assault people in cover that are prepared. Well, this map does not have a lot of cover, actually, so might be the best map to showcase it. I feel the Soviets need to get some more units up. See some recon troops. And I think if they're also band gamer yet, they bring out a lot of infantry down here, though. MP4 is being handed out to some of the Volksgrenadiers. And there's some long range fire there with the MP40s. I think it's a good hits in despite everything. I guess they're just shooting a lot of bullets down there. Just need to remain in that trench here on the high ground. More Volksgrenadiers trying to push up. They're gonna get caught in the crossfire. You don't want to get caught in crossfires here. This Fonseca squad is very weak and they have to get out of there. And the lack of cover is really gonna hurt a lot of the players as they move up. But both just gonna get closer to the Pioneers, so they have got MP40s. But they are out in the open, they have no cover. Let's get by the landing though. And that takes out that cover. Before the possibilities are still fighting here in the center. I'm doing pretty good. Bunch of service moving up with flamethrowers and everything. Germans are not having anything to suppress them. Lots of MP40 armed post grenadiers. We get our flank here potentially. More post grenadiers are being called in. Once we get mowing down the German infantry to try to push up. I think you're probably really good now in this badge, I imagine. Let's go still Canada. Presses them. Then the flamethrower opens up. Again, you don't want to be hit by a flamethrower, obviously. One before just trying to get up on the flank here. The Fontaine, yeah, that's really good. The Soviets are getting a really good buff from this patch, potentially. Certainly feels like it. It was taking heavy losses. Yes. So the assault going on up here. That's a DPM on that last Fontaviki. It's not going to survive for much longer. We have a recon team here in the area. LMG team ready. It's being cleared out. Allow the Germans to secure the stuff on field points. Recon is going to remain at range here. Oh no, you can actually see their training here. So you can see this is regular, so they have 105% accuracy. This is poor, so they have 95. Oh, but they are easier to hit too. Oh, that's a huge change. Oh, it's not really a huge change, but it just tells you what actually happens. You actually get an idea that if you're using poor quality infantry, they are a lot easier to hit and receive suppression a lot faster. That's very nice, actually. They have that little feature there. You can actually tell at a glance what a unit is. And you can also see that regular units from the Wehrmacht are different. They're actually harder to hit. A little bit harder to hit and a little more accurate. So generally German infantry is a little bit better. So. There's small packs up here. Also some Panzergrenadiers. Well experienced. They have less weapon cooldown. Wow, that's actually a really good thing for German experienced troops. There's Mthis out here. We also have a officer here, but he is considered a regular because he is like an infantry-based commander. That's what they are playing as tough. So T-70 being prepared here. Oh. Both sides taking it slow. Well, I guess both trying to figure out. With the lack of cover, it's very risky to move about, as you can tell. But those SVTs are going to allow the Soviets to do a lot of damage. They're being tossed. Oh, 90 SVTs open up. Oh. I feel the SVTs have gotten a huge buff. Holy shit. Actually feels like he can do something. That's going to sound the open, which is not the best for them. And with those SVTs, that's still a fight. And then we have a truck coming here with some Soviets. The specialist penals inside. Paying for a drive-by here. The Panzer is out in the open. Free assault being used here. It's not going to hit anything. Truck gets taken out though. Specialist penals out here in the open. They're Soviet penals. Very intriguing to see, or experienced, I mean. I like to see that you can actually tell what they get now. That's a really nice little change. Team of the 18 has been cleared out. Also needs to doing their best to try and hold them out, but now the Soviets are in cover. The Soviets have secured the central area here. Suddenly this panel has changed. And yeah, before it's on the conscripts. But it's a lot easier to hit, as you can tell. That's an MP4 too. I imagine the Lieutenant might want that weapon. That'd be a very good upgrade for him. Those SVTs are just ripping into the into the Germans, I mean. Those SVTs could do a lot of work. And that's an MG42 and an officer squad. That's going to be a very good place for him to hold down. It's a victory point game though, so keep that in mind. There's somebody on the move here. And before these the pioneers opening up. You also remember this game is live. Well, not really live. I think we're 3 minutes behind. But still, that's as live as we can get here by just finding a random game. It's a nice feature that I like that Company of Heroes 2 had. I was hoping Company of Heroes 3 would have this feature. It might have, I've not actually checked. I somewhat doubt it. So we have a winter-coded 2-1 in the field here. Probably not going to work out well in this kind of environment. But the service not even secured the southern fuel point here. Perhaps they just missed it. Neither side actually has been able to get to the fuel point so easily. The recon team is going to secure the northern field out. This one is going to become a 2-2-2. Hanscom is just waiting about at the moment. Not the best for them. The MT-42 armed lieutenant is probably doing a lot of work. There are flare mines about though. That's a very good use of the flare mines, by the way. But the MT-34 armed Panzergrenadiers are doing a pretty decent job though, all things considered. They are on the open there and they're getting suppressed by the DPM. What's the other two? It's just got Radpanzer. Okay. The Germans still need to get close to that at T-70 if they want to get rid of it. I assume they would still have to do the same with a 2-2-2, to be honest. Get on the flank. Germans are bringing out a lot more Fox Grenadiers with a lot more MP40s. Lots of assault weaponry in this one. Germans need to make use of some armored vehicles soon, I reckon. Oh, of course, good shots there in the recon team, forced them back. He's doing his best here, but it's not really them acting against infantry at that long range. You also don't want to drive your T-70 up close to them in the Ironside like Spearhead. Back 40 missed, loading out a shell. I think the T-70 wants to get out of there. Oh, got hit, dazed it. They'll force allow the Germans to advance again, I think. T-70 has to work hard to get out of that. Looking at shrapnel around here. Germans are clumped up. Oh, but it hits the infrastructure. That's where he is moving up quickly. But can he get close enough for a Panzerknacker? Probably not. Certainly trying. It's set against it at this point. Back 4 is sitting up. Just out of range. Small pioneers with MP4s are moving about. Going into the conscripts there. And the Germans need to secure the central victory point here. They're just going to throw a grenade to trigger some of the mines. So it's our fragmentation mines, I think. Yep, I'll clear out some of them. And all of them. A trench here now for the pioneers to occupy. And more SVT armed Fonzaviki arriving. T-70 here now to counteract the Germans going for the central victory point. Lots of T-70s are being requisitioned too. We also have some German military police on the field. Liegt zur Strafdivision. T-70 is getting quite close here. That might be risky, but the Germans don't have Panzerfaust. Oh shit. They never upgraded the Panzerfaust on them. Now that can be a very big issue. They probably spent a lot of their munitions on the weapon upgrades. The T-70 does lack proper effectiveness against entrenched infantry, as you can see. Not going to be able to do much against the grenadiers in this trench. Pioneers with minesweepers coming up. They need to move very quickly though. Putting high explosive round. Mthis. Pioneers stuck inside the trench. T-70 is getting on the flank though. Panzerbuchse is coming up. And a Panther tank rifle did hit it. Great to toss out the hatch. We have a 2-1 coming up, but a 2-1 is not armed with any proper weapons to deal with, like an autocannon. Not a 2-2-2. They're using it to block the T-70 from getting away. Or gets taken out in return. T-70 stuck to his lost his tracks. Badlandung being tossed there. That takes it out. So far, pretty decent looking update. Too bad there's not a lot of cover on this map to really showcase it off. Oh, Manga destroyed thanks to the Panzerbüchse. That's really good use of the Panzerbüchse right there. I like all the use of the lighter vehicles in this one. I guess it's because it's so open. It allows for lighter vehicle play. Germany should now start making the Soviets lose points. We have Panzer IV F1 arriving here. So the Germans are finally getting into gear. Longer set up here by the Germans. They're going to ensure this flank is a little bit fortified. So we still have another trench network here. Yes. Some more Stavnik here being pushed forwards. More T-70s are arriving. Lots of T-70s from the Soviet Union. There's some Mthis guns also being used as an artillery piece here. Sandfront digging in with trenches. Scavenging ground from the Wehrmacht, good to see. So it's doing a full-on infantry assault here. Not enough Germans to hold them. There's no heavy machine guns in placements. Oh, well, entrenched. Allows the Soviet infantry just advance forwards. Germans depot troops. Pack is gonna get overrun out here. Or they're being suppressed by the DPMs. Troops are just ready to advance. T-34 76 is also being requisitioned. German infantry is now arriving, but they need to get into positions very quickly. Might be a little bit too late, but they do have a Panzer IV F1 coming to support them. I'm sure there were deserts that on the Eastern Front that might have been very small that the Germans and the Soviets fought in, but if you know any, please post them in the comments. I'd like to read about it. Of course, if there were any. Oh, Panzer IV's not even going to help them up here yet. Scientific wants to go somewhere else, I think. Panzer is going to do their best to try and hold. There's nothing coming in from this angle. So the MT-34 is suppressing some of them. Also, he's moving out in the open. Gonna try and draw some fire. You get great up there. Han's gonna use ass stopping heavy losses here. We take over von Zwigi, but they pull back at that. They also did lose a Volksmilieu squad, I think. Now comes the F1, but it's a little bit too late now. There's a T-34 coming up as well. Gets a good shot there on the F1 side. There's a pack nearby. Also there's some Großdeutschland Panzers in the fields, but they are a little bit out in the open. Panzer IV gets cleared out. Pack is being reloaded. Tim decides to pull back though. Germans need to get some kind of tank. They are going to get Panzer IV-H. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for the T-34 to deal with. And the Germans remain entrenched on the top of the hill here. Looks like we have an infantry assault here from the Germans. But the DPM is going to be able to suppress them somewhat. Although the Germans are spreading out, which is wise. But there's also another DPM able to cover the flank. One Volksmilieu squad got close up to throw one flasher. They're still getting suppressed out in the open. The 70s is trying to assault the center here. Someone seems to lose some of its tracks though. And a Gebaldladung on him. It's gonna take out one of them, I think. Yep. We use the Gebalderladung here. If the force going for the center now, which is going to be a little bit more difficult to deal with a Panzerbüchse. Not the side dealing with that heavy of armor. Force is trying to move up here. But I can get hit by the DPM. You know, the stock G arriving here for the other German flank. It'll be a little bit more difficult for the T-70s to deal with. Allow the stock to move first. These are Panzer Grenadiers. If they move, if they stay close to their vehicle, they can do a lot of work. Answering that quickly. We have a truck with more Soviets arriving here, but they decide to turn around, or at least drop off the engineers first. Oh, they are just dropping off their full reinforcements and then driving back to base. That's a good use of the trucks on such a wide open map with long distances, actually. It's not driving back to base. Of course it's not. Why would it do that? Appleton arriving here for the Soviet Union. Just a lot of infantry here. This is going to be quite a lot of men just rushing across the open sand. They're just quickly getting back to scavenging. Very good to see. Because they know how to use their faction abilities. And mechanics. Just a lot of fire being exchanged across the wide open sands here. Across the dunes. Oh, now the Russo is like getting some good shots in from that angle. Sis failed to penetrate. I did stun the Stoke briefly. Dazed them. We have some grenadiers and folks who are just moving across the open sands. Trying to assault that Sis gun. Not gonna survive long against all that. Active rifle fire going in. One German does go down now. Lots of infantry assaulting the central point here. Gebalderladung being tossed on their mass. Oh, that's gonna stop them. That stops them dead in their tracks. Yeah, spamming infantry like that is not gonna work out here. Especially when the Germans have a 45 precision like that. But most of the squads do survive, so the Soviets can recover. Germans now firmly holding up here. At least for a while. Most guys are moving up, but they're going to be in enemy range soon. They're out in the open. They are with an MG42 though. Paralyzed there from the Sis gun. And the T-54 pushes up as well. Stock needs to somewhat turn away. But can it? Oh, some big troubles. Ghost Guys have to get out of there. They're not going to make it, I think. We have a pack nearby. Also, Ghost Guys might actually make it. Stock gets cleared out. Germans are still beating out the Soviet victory points at the moment. It's being tossed over here by the Hans Grenadiers. We also have a German Aufklar team here. There's no Panzerfaust here on the Panzer Grenadiers, so they cannot deal with the vehicles easily. Germans remain entrenched here in the center. Panzer IV is just waiting for orders. As we have a KV-8 being prepared here by the Soviet Union. They're going to try and burn out the Germans from the hill. Probably a wise move, all things considering. We do have a Panther tank being prepared by the northern flank here, which will certainly make it hard for the Soviets to fight. Sneaky recon team here, but we have an even sneakier squad of Pioneers.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Very sneaky, hiding just back behind the barrels there. But wasting a whole Gewaltladung on a single recon team. Pick up the recon team, but the problem is now there's T-70. Buying a really fabulous round and missed. Forcing the Pioneers to move around. Even if it was nearby, Pack is going to try and take a shot. Misses. KV8 making a push here for the hill. Germans do not have much to stop a KV8. Germans have no proper handheld AT weapons to deal with this. Oh wait, they do have Panzerfaust now. But still they have to get very close. And I don't know when I get close to a KV8. One score gets burned down that trench. Oh, they daze now when they just hit a deflect. I guess it does cause a lot of confusing inside the tank. Penetration there from the Panzer IV. Another penetration. KV8 has to back off for repairs. Another infantry wave here from the north flank by the Soviet Union. Conscripts want to weekend some penal troops. Strafniki. Or Strafnoi. Germans just don't have a lot of cover to hold them here. They do have a Panther tank on the field. Smoke being used to cover their retreats. Very good. And a grenade through the smoke to prevent the Soviets from following. At least an attempt to. But that the Russians can pull back as well. So the Soviets just push up the entire front here. Panther tank moves up with some more Panzer Grenadier support and Pioneers as well. The lack of cover there is really hurting the German infantry. But here comes the Panther. Gets a shot there. The T-70 does kill it. That seems wrong. Pioneers are being supporting the tank here. Tank is being dazed though for the maybe deflection shot by the looks of it. T-70 gets taken out. Lafleur gets taken out. Panther needs to change focus to the AT guns. 2-1 and Panzer IV Aegis are heading up to the center here to hold it again. So it's unsure how to proceed, but they're still bombing the hill by the looks of it. So the AT guns to advantage, the SIS guns. Be able to just work as an AT or artillery gun as well. Now the Panther is going to be very difficult for the Soviets to deal with frontally here. Because the Panther has very high frontal armor. As you can see, it's just slowly cleaning them out with its machine guns. But it does get dazed now every time there's a deflection. That's a nice little touch and change. Explosive overshot. The Panther just has some infantry support here, and they are getting some Großdeutschland Panzers coming up here. And they'll start to do some firing. Yeah, pinned down one of the assist teams. Just not the biggest assist. Now both assist guns have been pinned down, making them a lot less efficient. They're going to take a lot longer to aim and fire and just reload in general. They're also going to be very inaccurate. That the Germans are now advancing. And the Germans are now advancing with the supporting Panther. So it's just falling back from his flank. Yes, and they cannot fight there yet. And sorry if once again gets cleared out. We do have an SU-152 being prepared, I think. Yep, SU-152. This should actually be a problem for the Panther to deal with. The unique last heavy weapon available to artillery commander, I think. We had a sound issue there. Maybe it's ready for another attempt, but the Germans do have Panzer IV Aegis in reserve now. And the Soviet infantry cannot really push up on this hill here. The Germans have suffering some losses still. Hammer keeps pushing forwards. German infantry is behind it. It should not overextend though, but the Soviets are lacking in stuff to fight it at the moment. Soviets are just in full retreat, saying they don't want to fight it yet. They're just waiting for that SU-152 to arrive. Also getting repairs for the T-34. The KB is going to make a push for the hill. Quickly opening fire with his flamethrower here. And yes, have to pull back. Unless they want to be burnt. On the flamethrower burst going out. That's a good idea. Scott that could die. Looks like he manages to get away in time. Transport just needs to get into a position where they can actually open fire on it. Transport misses. On the days, but it manages to back off safely. Now we have the SU-152 here, which even the Panther is gonna have to have a trouble finding, I think. Especially if it loads the concrete piercing round. Because I don't think the high explosive round has a high chance to do enough damage yet. Although that might have changed in the patch, who knows? Okay, arriving here in the field for the Panzer Division. Which are first being prepared by the Staff Division. Soviet howitzers are now being set up here. So it's going to be prepared to shell the Germans. There's not a lot of cover for the Germans to utilize after all. More sandbags being played here to reverse some makeshift cover. Looks like the Panther's entrenched out here in the sands. Probably a good choice actually to serve as basically a Panther term at this point. Turkey is slowly moving up. Not sure what this mortar is doing. They probably think they could take that point. Turkey has swapped to high explosive rounds. Turkey can actually swap, but what kind of shells it uses? Need a high explosive round now. It misses though. His first shot. SU-152 is pushing up. Ooh, that's not gonna be good fast, Turkey. Oh yeah, that high explosive just killed it. Have a good shot in on the SU though. Ooh, engine burning for the T-34. Still, well done for that T-34. They might actually have saved the SU-152 right there. I have to pull back for some repairs. The service prepared to push up further. Even if they decide they want to pull out. A pretty bad retreat path though. Oh, now they're going to mow down on the retreat. Lots of people are dying amongst these sands. Super Spruce opens fire on the other flank. In this little train station of some sort. Not sure what good came out of that though. And for some repairs to do pioneers nearby. KVA being prepared by the northern Soviet flank. Soviets try to push up and get some ground again. Soviets have lost a lot of victory points, however. As the Panzer Grenadiers are slowly moving forwards. To encounter some Soviets though. Looks like we have a little bit of an armor pushing for the center. But there's mines. Oh, did the Germans lay a Riegel mine? They might have... Oh, they've laid Schuhminen! Very ingenious. That's gonna make it a lot harder for the Soviets to push in as easily. I like that the Germans did that before pulling back, but that's a huge Soviet push. That's a lot of Soviet infantry and tanks. But here comes the Panzer Force. You need to focus on that KV. So the KV just prevents the trenches being used by the Germans. But the Soviet infantry just pushes through. Oh, engine burned over, flamethrowers hitting the tank. I think they also made... I'm not sure if they made it so that flamethrowers actually damaged tanks, but I think they should. Panther tank is still dueling up there, or at least moving about. The two are boarding up on the flank here. But the Germans are suffering heavy infantry losses. That's a lot of Soviet infantry in one spot, though. Pulls back for repairs. Panther still fine in the front. But it's being relocated. There's a pillbox set up here. Not been upgraded with a machine gun yet. I don't actually think it can be upgraded with a machine gun. You have to be specific commanders to get the machine gun version. Panzer IV still somewhat healthy. It looks like the Panther's relocating to support the sender. Panther's out here to support the sender. Heavy's gonna try and go over on the flank here. Good shot there from the Panther. Heavy needs to skirt along, but be a little bit careful. Then we're going in here as Lucas Bush. There's some good hits in there. That's gonna force the Soviets off. Oh, retreating in quick succession. Panzer IV has gotten repairs there. One Panzer IV is getting repairs still. Ooh, Panther Newman here against the issue 152. This could be risky, but he stays out of range to the high explosive round. He can use his speed to his advantage here. Oh, engine ready for the T-54. The T-54 gets taken out. But the issue 152 still needs to move around carefully here. Not the most maneuverable of vehicles. KV is going for the pillbox. Germans don't have anything to stop it. Just gonna slowly burn that pillbox down. The Germans still need to secure the central victory point. And he's gonna go for it. Here we go, Panzer IV support. What's this gun? Oh, that's artillery guns going in actually. It's full on howitzers. The German FT so far doing a pretty good job. Can't really complain there. That's force doing a pretty good job. Plus advance close, they're throwing a Molotov in. And just to mention, oh no, they don't dodge it. Oh, point remains neutral up here. KV just almost burned down the pillbox. They do have a Panzer strike here on the Panzer Grenadiers. They're unable to get close without being suppressed. Oh, good flanking shot there from what? Oh, the Pat. Oh, that's a Captain Sis. A Falcon owner. Okay. A good little shot in on the flank of the KV there. Panzer's gonna take a hit. Oh, I'll take a shot anyway. Misses. Issue 152 in the center here. Misses. Hits the trench. What T-54 is being requisitioned by the Soviet Union. Small fun to the gear getting up for another assault on this hill. Ooh, to the two is moving rapidly. It needs to keep moving. It needs to keep moving. Oh, too late. Oh, but the crew expects to find, I imagine. Oh, this is transport. Needs to be very careful. Transport manages to back off using its speed. What Troops moving into the center of the hill here. While he uses the trenches. Well, some of the trenches have lost their viability. Good shot there on the issue. Issue needs to back off. Its front armor is not that good. Panthers on the hunt. Misses. Shot overshot. Another wave of Soviet infantry for the center. That's a lot of Soviet infantry. Good shot on the T-54 there by the Panther. Ooh, good shot from the T-54. But T-54 does get taken out. 2 more T-54s coming up here to support the Soviet infantry. So it's just need to keep pushing in. They have a lot of infantry. The Portuguese cannot hold this much infantry back. The grenades going out. And more Soviet first rounds. Next, the Foxtrot in their retreats. Force the Soviets back again. The KVA that's stuck there. 152 is back for repairs. You have a new Capitan in the field as well as a Major. And let's. Was this service just called in all the officers? Okay. What are they planning to do, I wanna. Southern flank, there's not much going on yet. They're still getting some more stuff now. No, more fun to begin instead. Germans are trying to figure out what to do. They still need to secure the central victory point. So far, no points are taken down from either side. Stuff now advancing. Portuguese are doing their best to hold, but they have no real cover there. Half class also been spotted. Panthers on the move. David's remain stuck there. Ooh, good mine. Funding most of them. Maybe they cannot do anything here. It's just completely stuck.
We are losing a sector.
Gets taken out by the Panther. Issue 152 is quickly on the move. These German pioneers have been suffering on the open there. So the recon team is keeping eyes on the Panther as the 152 moves up. I'm trying to take a shot. Nope, Panther realizes what's going on. This Panther is smart. At least the Panther commander inside. 152 is in range. Oh! Did not do enough damage. And with that, the Panther's on the hunt. It's gonna keep going, but it might be risky. You don't want to stay in range with that 152. Who had missed? Who had missed with the concrete piercing round? So we're able to assault here with the officers. And lots of Soviets here in the front line now. And all the officers leading to the front as well. Lots of Soviet T-54s being repositioned too. Preparing to overrun the Germans, I imagine. We have a house set up here by the Staff Division to try and counteract the Soviet houses. And for doing his best, but it's still just one tank, and the Panzer Division was lost practically all its infantry. Now Sambasso can quickly get replacements, but they're going for a King Tiger. Now they could still get some Panzer Grenadiers to support it, though. You should always get some Panzer Grenadiers to support your tanks, instead we're getting Pioneers. Yes, they do feel repairs is kind of crucial here. A Soviet infantry wave here for the sender. Able to secure the hill for the glory of the Soviet Union. And for the eternal world revolution. Soviets are trying to secure more ground. And now getting into range of the German tanks trying to hold the ground. Panzers are doing their best. Panther still doing his best out here hunting. There's a bit of CV Panther in it, so it is very lethal and good at its job. As you can see, just hunting down the Soviet officers. T-54 goes for a shot. Dazed. But fails to penetrate. Time for misses. Once that King Tiger hits the field, that's going to be very hard for the Soviets to deal with out here. It depends if they can get all the T-54s flying us around it. German infantry assault here for the center hill. KB is here to hold the center. Again, very difficult Germans if they get into the trenches to survive. So first opens fire. Probably intend to try and clear up the hill. Oh, rocket hit close, but only dazed the crew. And that the German infantry advances. They need the Panzer IV for support though. First decide to pull back. But the German says he needs to take the point. They're setting up a full study squad to try and do it. But a mine stops them. These are pioneers with minesweepers instead, I think. They move further, they'll actually get hit by another mine. So we're pushing from the Soviet Union, T-34s and the Su-152 advancing. 152 at full speed. That's a good shot there, but does not do that much damage to the Panther. It forces the Panther to back off. They want to keep taking rounds from the 152. The longer you do, the higher chance that the dice will just say that you die. But the Panther just keeps at range. That's exactly what you have to do. The 152 lacks the range. This environment is not the best for a assault gun, to be honest. It's way too open. This is the kind of environment that's perfect for tanks, especially rapid medium tanks. Like this kind of terrain is perfect for the Panther. Kind of where it excels at. So for the Panther's doing a pretty good job. .152 moves up for a shot. It's overdriving the engine. Ooh, it still survived. But the Panther now has to back off for repairs. But the King Tigers hit the front line. Slowly driving up. Now that tank camo pattern, or well, lack of camo pattern, actually fits the desert quite well, surprisingly. Well, the Germans are still able to take the point, so it's just keeping the point under bombardment. I want to deny the Germans getting that hill. There's also a huge howitzer now. We've got a 152 here to be counter-barraging. Let's go try and take out the German howitzers.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Either focusing on by a King Tiger. We also have an observation stock here for the Germans. Bring out a lot of the other equipment. The King Tiger is going to be very hard for the Soviets to deal with. Not even sure how they're going to deal with it. Oh, big T-54 push here. Lots of T-54s. Who's opens fire in their path. Stunning them. And causes some mobility damage, but not much else. Turrets are being bombed up here. Holding it. That's it, striking from the Beobachtungspanzer. Beobachtungspanzer, that's how you pronounce it. Okay. The Germans are still losing points. The point is still in the Soviet hands. Wonderful for what a few mines can do, am I right? Ooh, and now the artillery is hitting the Soviets back here.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Germans are now able to secure the point. Oh, slowly. Let's bring up a lot of tank hunters now as well. Not sure how much that'll help against the King Tiger, but who knows. Ooh, they are dazing it with the assist guns. High explosive round has been loaded though. Hits somewhat. Concrete piercing round. Hits, but does not do much. King Tiger misses. It's suppressed after all. Ooh, Siska managed to penetrate. That's gonna force the King Tiger back for some repairs. On the days. Oh, looks like the Soviets gonna throw the tank assault across the open sands here to the north. Well, not open, there's a lot of wrecks about. That is still a lot of T-34s. I think I can shoot them down fast enough. They start to assault it. They need a 152 to move with them, though. As there's an infantry assault on the northern flank here of the Sappers. I don't think the King Tiger's ready. The Panzer IV is going to move in to support the flank. Gonna have a big tank engagement up here. They're moving in. But the King Tiger needs to quickly focus them down. It's been dazed all the rounds. T-34s need to keep advancing. The longer they stand still, the easier it is for the King Tiger to just take shots. King Tiger's just taking out each of the T-34s one by one. Oh, the Soviets lost that tank battle pretty tremendously. Now the Panzer IVs are moving in. I think on this SU-152. Almost takes out the Panzer IV though. But almost not enough. 152 gets cleared out. And destroyed. Now the Panzer IV is going to try and advance. So it's a lacking equipment to fight them. And the tank grenades have been upgraded though. Can the Soviets get close enough? They're risking all these machine guns. One grenade off. Almost takes out the Panzer IV. Other grenade will take it out. Panther's down the advance again. Just a bunch of tank guns, which is not very much for Panther. Yeah, I don't think anti-tank weapons do well against Panthers. Or Panzer IVs for that matter. The one T-34 on the flank there, Panther turns target. It's a good shot in. Cleans it out. You have captured Panzer IVs and the tanks is getting close, but too late. They get mowed down. German tanks now on their assault. Panzer's moving forwards. Germans still need to take victory points though. Oh, the tanks are going to try and assault the Soviet base. Which basically they do have a Siskin in the base there. But the Soviet infantry cannot really move out. They're being suppressed by all the machine guns on the tanks. Put explosive death on the Panther. Doing some weird model glitching. It's a Veteran 5 Panther, holy shit! That's a really strong Panther. The SU-152 being requisitioned. What can the Soviets do? That might be a dead Panzer IV though. No, it manages to back off. The T-34 is still going to try and hold it, but it's not going to work out. Panther's coming its retreat. Immediately engine burning there on the T-34. That's a very powerful Panther crew. Takes out the T-34. Panther ace. Pretty long battle ahead here by the looks of it still. You're almost an hour in. Germany still needs to secure a victory point. No points of ticking. Well, the Germans going to try and self-destruct the houses? What for? Guess to get a refund. Even if it's a partial one. What are they going for? I have to just realize they cannot really win the artillery fight. Issue 152 in the field here. Atlas somewhat pointed down. Lots of Soviet infantry being gathered around. A lot of Soviet infantry here from Ban Gamer yet. Trying to figure out where to go from here.
Grenadiers. Ready for orders.
Pillbox is over here by the Germans, probably to set up a repair station. That's the Panzer Force get repaired.
Ready.
Fighting has quieted down, and we can't even speed up time that much. Because as you can see, we're... There we go. And we reached where they currently are playing. Well, at least 3 minutes from now. Now we are up to date. Issue 152 is moving up with some sappers and some Soviet infantry. Ready to try and secure some ground again for the Soviet Union. With a Dushka on top, that might change some things, because I believe all the 50 caliber machine guns have been changing how they work. They're not considered small arms anymore, they're considered like ballistic weaponry, I think. According to the game, which apparently changes a lot of things in how a 50 caliber machine gun is treated by the game. Could be treated someone closer to an also cannon now, I think. So because if we're starting to the Soviet front line. So the Panthers on the hunt. It's smelled issue 85. So far it's trying to destroy an AT gun. Issue moves up. Panther takes a shot. Don't think the issue 85 wants that fight. Or 152 wants that fight. Yeah, the Panther can just turn it down without remorse. This is a very good Panther crew. Oh, and it even takes it out. This Panther's done a lot of work. We're seeing some 9-man AT gun teams now, unique to artillery commander for the Soviet Union. Allows the squad to have a lot more survivability, because that's 3 extra rifles. That's a lot of extra rifles. Also makes it a little bit more difficult if anyone wants to assault you. Because they have to deal with, as I said, 3 extra rifles. Which can really actually be an impact. Rifle is being used here. Green Tiger advances. I mean, a lot of fighting on the sub-on flank, to be honest. But a really good shit up from Mthis. Being dazed there again. I'm not sure the Soviets know what to do from here. The Soviets have not really been prepared for this kind of fight. They didn't expect to turn into this much of a heavy tank fight, I think. Both going artillery commander did not help in that regard. Still, the Germans have not secured the central point here. What are they doing? Securing that central point, I feel, is very vital. Pour myself some cola. The fight is getting very long here. That's starting to affect me a little bit. I hope, because I saw it was a victory point game, that it would be a little bit shorter, but I guess my hopes are down on that front. The troops are having a little bit of engagement with some Panzer Grenadiers. The 70 is trying to be a little bit cheeky. Also, its sappers move up. And the AT gun team is moving about too. You can definitely see the firefights and long range are lasting a lot longer with the change. I feel that's a good change. I do want firefights over long distance from cover to last a lot longer. Means you have a lot more time to react and make tactical decisions. Yeah, the Germans are prepared a repair station here. Thinking far ahead, ensuring that tanks can remain operational. For some reason, they're not actually going to repair the tanks. Might be a bug. We've got a normal Tiger tank arriving as well now. As if the Germans have built up enough of a force to potentially try and do another assault. Long throw, nah, that's not long enough. That was a Strafniki to suppress the Panzergrenadiers. And a 152 arriving on the fields.
Yes, comrade.
Still somewhat just quieted down. Yeah, neither side knows how to proceed, I'm imagining. But the howitzer going up here from the Germans looks like they cast that for no reason then. Yeah, the repair teams are not really repairing. Oh, automatic repair structures include weapons, right? Not vehicles. This is like intended for like holding a line, not for repairing vehicles. That makes a lot more sense. Now that's a lot of German heavy armor moving about though. And infantry to Wehrmacht's moving up to support them. Okay, the Soviets prevent this push actually starts going through. Good shot there from Mthis. This has done a lot of work actually. You underestimate a very good SIS team. These guys seem to know what they're doing. Other sister back here also trying to support. What? Is 152 moving up here? This allows the 152 to fire. Doesn't do that much damage. Tiger's now going to try and focus on the 152, I think. The ATG team is still holding on. But they have to pull back and they're being pinned, so that's not going to work out for them. They're going to be a lot more survivable thanks to Sphere Extermin, but that's a high explosive round. That might have actually been a heat round. I think it was a heat round. Concrete piercing round being loaded here. Hits, but it's not damage. Actually kills everything around the Tank Tiger. Like turns all the infantry to mush. All the pioneers just got literally vaporized. But the Tiger tank took nothing from it. That was horrible, holy shit. Man, just seeing all the people around the vehicle just turn into vapor. And that shell hit in the tank. But nothing happened to the tank, obviously. Damn, that is some scary stuff. Meanwhile, the Soviets have actually advanced down here somewhat. Trying to prod a little bit. That's Force just going to try and see if they can hunt on this T-70. T-70 is being a little bit of an annoyance, but it's not going to last for long. T-70 gets cleared out. Able to Panther assaults up here. They took a hit from something. Oh, that's crew cabin fire. That's intriguing. That's an intriguing new modify I've not seen before. So there can now be fire inside the crew cabin, and they have to get rid of, or they can do anything else. That's a very intriguing change. Makes sense, I suppose. But these are not meant for repairing vehicles, only structures. Still not going to secure the essential victory point. Are you just ignoring the hill? There's SG-152 arriving here now for the southern flank. Someone should just secure that hill already. Jeez. This side seems so intent on just taking the hill. For some reason. It's just seen so much devastation.
What do you need?
Handcraft Center is being utilized by the staff division to ensure they get everything up to max veterancy. But I really give the Germans a little bit of an infantry edge.
One of our emplacements is under attack.
Nick is just waiting in ambush there. Shells are just flying. Nothing else is happening.
You need something built?
Those are trying to slowly advance with their Panzer Force down here. Nice ones around Mthis. The easiest angle to fire in it. When I killed in the Dushka bunker.
Enemy tanks on the move!
Issue 152 on the move on the northern flank again. Those took E's are now being prepared here for the Panzer Division. Perhaps that'll help them in their endeavor. Staff Division is just going through all the upgrades here slowly in the Handcraft Center. It's gonna just make all the units be very veteran out the gates. It's gonna help the German units a lot. I think German units get a lot of effects from veterancy. Panzer Force are going to start advancing slowly. There's a assist gun down here. Still no machine gun upgrades on the Panzer Force though. This could really increase the anti-infantry capabilities. Having another machine gun on top can really do a lot of work. Oh! Sis hits it. Been immobilized from that shot actually. Now the Germans need to scramble to save that Panzer IV if they want to save it. Ooh, another good shot. That Sis is doing a lot of work actually. It's been upgraded. It's been loading with APCR, right? Germans are finally moving to try and secure the not sovereignty. Mental victory point, but they spotted issue 152 is to do that. Big push in from the Soviet Union. Lots of Sis guns. Having a little bit of a Sis front. Which is a proper way for the Soviets to deal with a lot of armor. We just have as many 80 guns as possible pointed at a target. Sounds simple but effective. But finally a victory point is in German hands here, so the point being is actually going to happen again. A little bit of an oversight. Issue 152 pulls back. Mattcasting is on the move here. It's going to start advancing slowly. And more rounds are going in. Lots of artillery going on. There's a lot of sisters still. Mattcasting needs to be somewhat cautious, as you can see. And the Soviet houses are opening fire again. 152 rounds. Just all aiming at a hill. More Panzer Force are arriving. Thanks to the Handcraft Center, they're all going to be very veteran. Geese on the field here. They've been upgraded with high explosive rounds, I think. I just swapped to high explosive rounds. How to help deal with all the Soviet emplacements. That's a lot of sisters after all. That's a very wide sis front. And it's actually a little bit clumped up, which is not a good idea for us. That's you have to have it wide, but with interlocking fire. That's generally how you want to do it. Not always easy to do. Oh, we have flares going overhead. That's not good. It means the Germans now know where the Soviets are. How they're positioning. So we start losing victory points, so the Germans have the upper hand here. So the German house is opening fire somewhere. I'm just aiming near the Soviet houses. Oh, just across most of the front, I guess. What are the Germans going to do from here, I wonder? The house is certainly still shelling. There's managed to get to this Panzer Force to save it. Boost opens fire, and that's probably going to make an opening for the Germans to utilize. Boost does not hit much. Let the Panzer Force ready to push. That's a lot of Panzer Force after all. Kentucky being hit by a lot of scissors. Sandfront just opens up a lot of fire. Panzer 4 moves ahead. They need some more Germany to move up behind it though. There's 152 on the flank here. One high explosive round takes out the Panzer 4. Panzer 4 needs to quickly coordinate. Try and see if they can outflank the issue. Optics damage from the Panzerbüchse. Panzer tank pushes up here, which is 5 Panzer tank after all. There's still a lot of assist guns. Germans are advancing down here, bring up infantry. And spread around. They need to get all their Panzer Force on the move. Just so they can outflank this issue if it tries anything. The Liberty is moving up here in the blob. Let's make them a vulnerable target. The 70 down here. And the Force Grenadiers are not able to really get to use the Panzer Force today by the looks of it. Here comes the Soviet horde. Panzer 4 does take out the T-70. Germans know where the Issue-85, Issue-152 is. They need to get more of their Panzer Force on the move. Germans have secured the southern field points. Also artillery shots going in by looks of it. They're coming in, yep. It's a good shot in and the Soviet infantry forced them back. Units remain about. Oh, almost knocked over my glass of cola there. I'm sorry. It is quite late for me. Oh god. This battle is dragging on. But the Serbians are actually finally pushing one on the flank here. For some issues for the Soviets. And the Germans just use their Panzer Force to move up here and support each other. And perhaps outmaneuver this Issue-152. Well, the Sisman remains up here, preventing the German Panzers from advancing. There's just so many scissors. They're getting some good shots to that Panther. Panther has to back off. Issue-152 on the move. Can the Panzer Force coordinate though is the question. They have one Panzer Force down on the flank. They just need to get one on the flank. And that'll cause the crew to panic, I'm pretty sure. But German infantry is being quite cautious here. Going Gewaltaladnung. Facing the Issue-85, 152 crew. He's saying 85. Ugh.
Destroy a structure.
Why am I keep saying 85? This is where the Panzer IV should bounce, but they decided against it. Well, up here the Soviet Sisfront remains strong. King Tiger pushes up. It's gonna be under a lot of Sis fire here soon. He's getting dazed constantly. Minimal damage, but it's still dazing them. Ooh, high explosive hit right in front of the issue. That's not good.
One of our emplacements is under attack.
This is really where the TP, not the TP, the Hands of Force should jump in. They have an opening, and they're not utilizing it.
One of our buildings.
The Germans have cut up more of the territory. Let's see. Oh! Someone's trying to use a barrage of some kind. That was weird. Did I expect to get that UI thing? That's awkward. King Tiger, not King Tiger, just double target advances. It's running into the Sis wall again. Sis wall is doing a lot of good work here. At least keeping the German tanks at bay. G152 also just remains present. It's a service bait at the moment, I think. Or most certainly serving a spade here. When it's overextending, issue has to pull back. That's a force that did not move into action. They could have overrun that issue 152, I think. And they could just have threatened the Soviet base entirely. So let's keep trying to creep up here. The King Tiger advances forwards here. Got a very good shot in the issue. Now the Sisfront starts opening fire. So we're just dazing the King Tiger out. I suppose someone's being loaded. We have one Sis team. That's what we're moving down here. Your more team force being prepared by the Soviet Union, probably as an attempt to try and counter the German tank presence. Hard to see who will win this, though. I think the Germans are going to win this at this point. The Soviets just don't want to surrender, and the Germans don't want to overextend. They could easily try and overrun the southern flank here. Not really making the attempt for it yet. I think they fear the Soviets are more prepared than they really are. So Soviets are running out of fuel reserves, at least one Soviet player is. Soviets control neither fuel point, that's a big deal. The Panzer Division is basically pop-capped because the heavy tanks are taking up so much of their population. Germans need to advance their own capacity. How is the question? Just consuming fire again. So it's just slowly creeping up with assist fire. Lots of runs going in too. King Tiger's taking some mobility damage now. G152 ready for action again. Just going in on the Soviet positions. So the first rockets going in as well. At this point, the Soviets surrender. Pretty good fight though. A little bit long-winded, but a good fight. Hope you'll enjoy this fight on the Eastern Front's deserts. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.